Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Fantasy Cup in the Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be running here. We're going to be featuring Sandslash with the Tapu Fini and a Ferrothorn. It looks like we are running the Powder Snow Sandslash here, so we got to keep that in mind. They switch out into the Azumarill, which makes us go into the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn here is going to be able to wall off this Azumarill, even though these ice beams are doing some neutral damage, but we can fight back with some power whips. After this power whip here, we are going to try to farm up to as much energy as possible. We know that we can tank this next ice beam here, so we're going to let it go. And our energy is really high right now. It gets up to 100. We're going to use the power whip. There is some merit to be undercharging there, but we don't want to mess around with that situation. So we're just going to go for the KO, and then we're going to throw this Thunder right back at this Melmetal. Forcing this Melmetal to use some energy here. Let's see what moveset they are running. They reveal that they have a double Iron Bash. So double Iron Bash right here revealed. We know that they probably are running Iron Double Bash with the superpower, so that's why we shielded. We're going to go for this Ice Punch right here. We do get a shield from our opponent. We're going to switch into our Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini here is going to have to tank a acid spray, so we are going to be able to get at least some damage here or this last shield. Let's see what they end up deciding to do. They decided to let it go, and now we're going to try our best to force them to use some energy here. We know that this has to KO. Does the double Iron Bash KO? It does KO. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to win this game right here. This is definitely going to be a superpower, and it does KO this Sandslash right there. So a little bit of a miscalculation right there, but it was very close. Kudos to that Melmetal running the Iron Bash right there. Let's see. Next game here, we're going to be met with the Registeel. Registeel here is pretty favorable against this Sandslash. We only have these Drill Runs to throw at it. And also to note, we have a regular Sandslash. We are not running the Shadow, as our Shadow is running this Shadow Claw. This version, we have the regular one. So we do shield once here. Let's see if our opponent is going to double shield at this point. Or if our opponent is going to shield at any point. Alright. Next, we are going to... Oh, what is this? Surplup? Surplup here is going to have to tank a Ice Punch. And they are going to know the Flamethrower. So we're going to allow it to go through. As we basically only have one counter to this Surplup here, so we're going to have to tank this next move. Ends up being the Energy Ball. Energy Ball does do super effective here. And then we're going to throw this Surf right before they get to the next move. This Surf will be able to KO or get the last shield, or get a shield. So they decide to let it go. Our opponent here has been having the right alignment against our entire team here. We're going to get one shield off of this Flygon here. We're going to have to let this Earth Power go just in case they baited, or maybe they're going for a debuff situation. We do get a shield from our opponent right there. This is definitely going to be a shield, but this gives them an opportunity to bait. They do go for the Dragon Claw bait right there. We are one fast move away from a Power Whip. We go for this Power Whip right here. This is going to be a neutral Power Whip, and it does KO the Flygon. So Flygon, even though it is on the uprising, it's not as tanky. Pretty fragile. Fainting from a neutral Power Whip from that Ferrothorn. So keep that in mind. So GG's to our opponent. Let's see what we find next. We are having a team that has the Sandslash paired with the Tapu Fini. So that core right there is the main idea. And then we do have the Ferrothorn kind of just lurking in the back. Here, we do have the Haxorus just absolutely countering us down. But we were able to do some super effective damage back. We switch out into the Tapu Fini. They switch out into the Whimsicott right here. Whimsicott absolutely destroys the Tapu Fini. So we're going to have to do a bunch of work with our Sandslash here. Sandslash does go through. Doesn't take out the Whimsicott. Allows us to farm it down, which is a little bit favorable for us. Let's just get to another Ice Punch. Ice Punch does get shielded by this Haxorus. Haxorus right now looking like it is going to be able to core break our entire team. Especially since it didn't really have to face the Tapu Fini. This Haxorus is running the Night Slash, funny enough. So the fact that they get the boost right there, that all but seals the deal. This is going to be GG's. All they have to do is shield right here and basically just counter us down. So nice little moveset, nice little surprise by my opponent right there. Running the Haxorus with the Night Slash. Usually you're going to be running Breaking Swipe and Earthquake, but it worked. All right, next game, let's see. Sandslash with the Powder Snow. Okay, this is okay against the Zumro. They actually switch out into the Stunfisk, and then we're going to switch into our Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini having the Water Gun Fast Move, doing some super effective fast moves. We do get the shield. Okay, our opponent here ends up using the Earthquake, and now we have to debate whether this is going to be another Earthquake or is it going to be a potential bait. We decide to double shield this situation, and we're going to farm up as much as possible before they get to another move. We go for their Surf here. This could be a shield, or they're going to let it go. They decide to let it go. We win the switch. So 2 shields invested to win the switch. This is as good as it's going to get. We're going to use the Moon Blast right here versus the Azumarill. This Azumarill here is going to be throwing a move onto our Sandslash. We're going to catch a very ineffective play rough right here. And now it becomes a matter of how do we take out this Registeel in the back. So one draw run goes through, our opponent ends up shielding. Next move here, our opponent is going to take out our Sandslash. And now we have to decide whether we want to go with this Tapu Fini or the Ferrothorn. Here, we're going to go into our Tapu Fini to try to get some chip damage with our Surf. This Surf here will get it into the low yellow, or I guess 50% actually, and then we're going to have to tank a Zap Cannon right here. Zap Cannon does go through. Our opponent here ends up trying, okay, they throw a Focus Blast right here. Does Focus Blast take out the Ferrothorn? Doesn't quite take it out. They switch into their Azumarill. We're going to farm up till we have 2 Power Whips here. We're going to take out this Azumarill, and we're going to bank that we can survive some lock-ons, so we're going to get to this Thunder. Is this Thunder enough to take it out? Yes, it is. So GG's to our opponent right there. Sliver of health on our Ferrothorn to win that game right there. That was an awesome ending right there. Able to overcome the Azumarill and Registeel right there. All right, next we're going to be met with the Flygon. So this is exactly where we wanted. They switch into their Mawile. This is Mawile running the Fire Fang version. We're going to switch into our Tapu Fini. This is going to be a power-up punch, and we know that we are in total control of this matchup right now. We're going to throw this Surf. After some farm up, they're going to let it go, and we're probably going to see, okay, it ends up being the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn here is going to be able to completely wipe out this Tapu Fini, but luckily we're going to have some chip damage. They decide to shield here because they probably believe that this Ferrothorn is going to win them the game, but we have our own Ferrothorn to match them, so unfortunately for them, we do have the shield and health advantage at this point. They have the, okay, they actually are running the Mirror Shot version, so we are going to be able to tank all these Mirror Shots. We do avoid the debuff right there, and now we want to make sure we don't have our move caught. So we're going to make sure we throw, in between their attack animation. And we want to be throwing these Thunders pretty precisely here. So we're okay taking some damage. And another Power Whip goes through. We're going to throw right between their attack animation. They're going to switch out. We're going to switch out into the Sandslash here. But this is all but over because we are actually running the Powder Snow fast move. So this is going to go down even quicker. And they know that. So GG's to our opponent right there. Check out this tune if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.